what are you most excited about the future?
To move into it, actually, to see what I thought, and then find out what it actually turned out to be. So I'm really curious. I mean, kind of have lots of ideas, and I'm really curious what will really come out of it. Like Martin mentioned a little bit earlier about robotics, about how far do we go into the direction of our robotics, artificial intelligence? How far do we go into the direction of genetically engineering everything? And how will the human race survive it?
As we know
So
it.
that's a big question. Oh, we don't know if we could even, put an end to the human race just by accident. But let's see.
So, Martin, what are you, most excited about the future?
So, Kai, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Kai, first of all, I agree with everything you said. So it was very, very good to listen to the conversation. What I'm looking for, and that goes back to what you mentioned about the scenarios and keeping in mind, is essentially the parts that don't have a it will happen or will not happen, but a complete change if of the environment. So the metaverse would be one. And I think it's not a will it happen or won't, but to what degree, who will be the players, how does it come together, does AR, VR, how does it play together, what is the societal effect, what are the political ramifications, and so on. And there are two more things that I think could have a similar effect. So materials by design, where you essentially go a little bit of a different route and use AI and machine learning to design materials with certain properties, and you can drive that potentially, in theory, much further, and that would give you obviously pathways for essentially everything: construction, robotics, you name it. And then the what I'm very intrigued about, also from the intelligence, foresight, information gathering point of view, is satellites and drone information. Because what you have to think about is today a class project could send up a little cube satellite to gather information that 20 years ago would have been US military and maybe two other states. And suddenly you get all this information. It could really change the way we develop business models and so on. So with Kai, it's about how many scenarios are out there. The more exciting, the more challenging too, obviously too.
Well, I have to ask the flip